Hi guys, it is Thursday, which means it is a book club video. Me and Sharmaine do book club here on YouTube. I always link her down below. But we agreed on Thursdays, and basically it runs for about 5 weeks, but it is continuous. We just pick a new book every 5 weeks. The first week is the announcement of the book. The following week is our book goodie box, and it's kind of like as if it was a box subscription, what we plan on eating, using, drinking while reading the book. Then the following video is the book questions. The video after that is book suggestions, which is the video you're going to be watching now. And next week will be the book review. We will answer the questions that was last week's video on our current book. Oh, I don't even have it on the side of me, but we are reading In a Holidays. We decided to go with a holiday book for the month of December. So if you guys read In a Holidays and you want to know what we thought of it, answer our questions, get our review, next week's video. Definitely keep an eye out for that. This one is the book recommendations, and you guys also recommend books. I don't think me or Sharmaine recommended holidays. And same thing last month. The books that have been winning lately are your suggestions. So please feel free to comment down below and tell us what you would like to read for the month of January. Me and Sharmaine talked, and we both decided that we wanted to do another round of holiday books. I've been loving reading holiday books. It's just so cozy that time of year. I love it. And then I'm off the whole week of Christmas, so I'm definitely going to be reading some. And I keep my tree out till the first week of January. I usually keep it till All Saints Day, which is literally in the first week of January. And my mom's birthday is the 12th. Sometimes I end up keeping it out till her birthday. Last year I thought about keeping it out and doing a Valentine's Day tree. I don't know if I'm going to do all that this year. I'm not in the spirit as much. But I want to get in the spirit. I want to get in the mood. So I'm going to still recommend holiday books. But of course, if that's not what you guys want, let us know in the comments. And we always do a voting poll. I believe it'll be on my community tab this month. Me and Sharmaine usually switch off. So just keep an eye out for that. But anyway, the 2 books I'm going to recommend. The first one I recommended last month. This was what I recommended to read for December, but you guys chose In a Holidays, and it is The Holiday Swap. I actually did not own the hard copy when I recommended this. I had just showed you guys an Amazon image. Joe heard me filming my video, and he's like, oh, she wants The Holiday Swap. And a few weeks ago, I had a birthday party for one of my students at my old job, and it was at Chuck E. Cheese, and we went. And Chuck E. Cheese isn't in my city. It's in a city a little bit farther away. And you guys know I used to work in a different city from where I live. And in that area, there was a Barnes & Noble. So Joe was like, hey, let's go into Barnes & Noble. It's been so long. And he surprised me with this and When the Crawdads Sing, which I've been dying to read, which I know now is a movie. I probably will recommend that in the future because I haven't read it yet. But right now, I'm just going to stick with the holiday reads. So I'm going to recommend The Holiday Swap. This was pretty high up there on the votes. I believe this was 2nd or 3rd place too. So you guys seem to enjoy it as well. So if you want it to win again, not again, it didn't win the first time. If you want it to win, vote again for it. It is about 2 twins, so that switch places basically. And I love storylines like that. I loved Mary-Kate and Ashley growing up. I used to watch them on Full House. I'm a 90s baby. I used to love their movies. Winning London is one of my favorites with them. I think that's the name of it. And I used to love Sister Sister with Tia and Tamara Mowry. But anyway, it says, when Chef Charlie Goodwin gets hit on the head on the LA set of her reality baking show, she loses her critical ability to taste and smell. Meanwhile, Charlie's identical twin Cass is frantically trying to hold her own life together back in their quaint mountain hometown while running the family bakery and dealing with the breakup that just won't end. With only days until Christmas, a desperate Charlie and Cass do something they haven't done since they were kids. They switch places. But when rugged firefighter Jake Greenman and gorgeous physician assistant Miguel Rodriguez are thrown into the mix, will the twins' identity swap to be a recipe? I can't talk today. Will the twins' identity swap be a recipe for disaster or for getting their lives back on track? So that is my first recommendation. We usually always recommend 2. So my second recommendation, I don't have the hard copy of it. If it wins, I will purchase it. It is definitely on my TBR. I have it on my Amazon wish list, actually. I always link that down below. Not because I want you guys to get me anything, please never feel obligated to do that. But someone recommended that I start sharing it because they wanted to see like what kind of books I was into and like what recommend, basically, because my wish list is a lot of books. There's other things obviously, but there's a lot of books. So if you ever just like want to see book recommendations, check out my wish list. But I am recommending Love Light Farms. This is it right here. I talk about her all the time, Brittany over on Gigi and Bo. She is a bookmark company that I love. Not she, but that's her business. I love her as a small business owner, as a person in general. We have built a friendship. We talk all the time over on Instagram. She recently read this book and loved it, and I always love her book recommendations. She's the reason I recommended the first book we ever read for book club way back in June, I think it was, and it was Red, White, and Royal Blue, and it was because it was her recommendation. But she's read already a lot of books. I wish I could read like 10 books a month like she does. I know she does a lot of audiobooks while she's doing her bookmark orders. I get upset that I can only read 1 or 2 a month. I'm going to try to work a little harder on that next year because it is part of my self-care. Maybe with this job I'll have more time. I'm not sure yet. But anyway, so this is book 1 of 3. I don't know if all 3 are connected or if it's different character kind of thing, because there are like some books like that. Like the other series I really want to read that me and Sharmaine have talked about is, oh, now I'm not remembering it. But it's something Brown. Brown is their last name. It's like 3 sisters. And there's 3 books, but each book is like you can read it alone. It's about each sister. But anyway, this one stood out to me out of all the 12 books she read this month, because she said that the little town in it reminded her of Gilmore Girls. And if you guys know me, I am obsessed with Gilmore Girls. It is one of my all-time favorite TV shows. So I don't even know 100% what it's about. Like I said, I always take a recommendation. So I guess we'll find out together. Let's read the little synopsis. And it says, a pasture of dead trees, a hostile takeover of the Santa barn by a family of raccoons, and shipments that have mysteriously gone missing. Lovelight Farms is not the magical winter wonderland of Stella Bloom's dreams. In an effort to save the Christmas tree farm she's loved since she was a kid, she enters a contest with Insta-famous influencer Evelyn St. James. With the added publicity and the $100,000 cash prize, she might just be able to save the farm from its financial woes. There's just one problem. To make the farm seem like a romantic destination for the holidays, she lied on the application and said she owns Lovelight Farms with her boyfriend. Only there is no boyfriend. Enter best friend Luca Peters. He just came home for some hot chocolate and somehow got a farm and a serious girlfriend in the process. Lovelight Farms is a romantic comedy featuring a handsome, freckled data analysis, a messy, optimistic Christmas tree farm owner, and a small town with the best hazelnut lattes on the East Coast. This sweet and steamy romance is a holiday happily ever after. It is the first book in a series of interconnected standalones following the 3 Lovelight owners. So yeah, that's what I thought. So you don't necessarily have to read all 3, but if you like the author, you like the writing style, you definitely could. I do believe there is a little bit of smut. And if you guys don't know what smut is, basically sex in the book. From the review I read over on Brittany's page, that doesn't bother me. It's not like, oh my God, I want to read smut. I know there's some people that love that. But I don't mind a book here and there that has some smut at all. So if that's something that bothers you, you might not want to vote for Lovelight Farms and vote for either Holiday Swap or one of the other books that will be recommended. But I'm definitely excited to read either or, Holiday Swap or Lovelight Farms. Definitely curious to see what Sharmaine recommends. So definitely go watch her video. That way you guys can look into the books, get a little bit of a head start before the voting poll comes out. And like I said, we do include the books you recommend in the voting poll. So please comment them down below. The voting poll usually goes up, I think she already puts it up Friday or Saturday. And we usually keep it open for like a week and we close it like the following Sunday. When I put it up, I just do what she tells me. I'm someone who has to be reminded things, unfortunately. I just got so much going on in this head of mine. I am trying to live a more stress-free life. That's why I switched jobs. I don't know if the new job is the exact answer I'm looking for. If you guys watched my Mask Monday this week, try to remember to link it down below. Definitely go watch it because it's definitely not the job I thought it was going to be. I'm just going to do the best I can and live day by day. Just today, I heard heartbreaking news. I don't know if you guys know about it or heard about it. Not that I want to bring some sadness into this, but oh my God, I'm getting a little sad. I heard, got a notification on my phone. I don't even remember his name, but the DJ from Ellen DeGeneres committed suicide today. And it literally broke my heart, especially this time of year, right before Christmas. My heart is, I just keep thinking about his children, about his wife, how Christmas will never be the same for them. And I just thought about how funny he was on Ellen, how happy he looked. And then it made me think of Robin Williams. I will never forget when Robin Williams died on my best friend's birthday. It was August 11th. I don't remember what year, but me and her had gone to the beach for her birthday. We spent the whole day there. It was like one farther away from us. It was like almost bordering Cape Cod. It was like an hour drive. It was a beautiful beach. We spent the whole day there. We left there like crispy, you know, like one of those like really nice hot summer days. And I was even sleepy from being in the sun all day, and I was dying to just come home and take a nice shower. It was just like a nice, relaxing, beautiful day. And I had just got home when the news broke. And I even called my friend, and she was on her way home. She had just dropped me off. I didn't drive at the time. And I said, oh my God, did you hear Robin Williams died? And she was like, what? No. And it's crazy because he's like such a funny guy. He made so many people laugh and smile and be happy. And to think he was suffering all that inside, just like, you know, Ellen's DJ. I really feel awful that I don't know his name right now, but it's not coming to me. And you guys saw my video Monday, and I mean, I am nowhere along those lines, but I can understand why people do it. You know, what stops me, I shouldn't say stops me because I've never gotten to that point, but what I imagine is like my family finding me. You know, I couldn't imagine doing that to my parents. Not that I ever, you know, not that I'm saying that what they're doing is selfish, but they have mental health issues and they need to get help. And sometimes it's just not easy, especially around this time of year. It's not easy to admit you need help. I can imagine, especially as a man, it's even harder, especially a man of color. It must be even harder. Life gets so hard. Sometimes I just wish I could take a break, a breather. Like, I just wish things could calm down. You know, it's not just things at work. I take care of my grandmother. She has dementia. She was in the hospital last week. A few weeks before that, her dog died, and she's forgetting about his death, and we're constantly reminding her, and it's breaking my heart. There's just been a lot going on, and not just work, but my personal life, and I don't know. I don't know what to make it better. And anyway, I don't know why I went off into that tangent. Maybe because talking just makes me feel better. It's my form of therapy. But I have actually considered, once I figure out the insurance at my job, I think I am going to start seeing a therapist. And I'm just saying this because I just want to be open and real. And if you guys are struggling, if you guys need help, please reach out. Whether it's a mental health advocate, whether it's one of your parents, your siblings, whatever, talk to somebody, whether it's a professional or just somebody close to you that you can trust. That is it for this video. I'm sorry I'm kind of ending it on a weird note, but that just was on my heart. Maybe someone needed to hear that message, and maybe that's why I'm saying it right now. But be safe, guys.